All right, guys, on this monthly update, I'm going to debunk all of those articles that we're seeing over and over again about the real estate market being in a bubble. Here we go. All right, guys, before we jump into debunking some of these articles that we're seeing out there, I want to talk a little bit about the stats and what we're seeing in the market right now. So first and foremost, the stat that I just pulled, sure enough, inventory is down 60% compared to this time last year. Granted, this time last year, we were still in some unknown territory. However, we are down right now about 60% compared to this time last year. The second stat I want to share with you guys is the appreciation that we've seen across the county of San Diego just this year. We're actually up 9% across the county for these last 5 months. That's pretty significant. If we were to take that as an average across the year, obviously we'd be in double-digit appreciation, closer to maybe even 20% appreciation for the full year. I don't think that's gonna happen. I know some of us homeowners, we're hoping. I don't think that's gonna happen, so hold your horses there. With that being said, we are definitely in a hot seller's market with having some trouble on the buy side with a very competitive buyer market. So if you are on the listing side, it's a great time. If you're on the buy side, you may want to get creative, and we have some options that I'm going to talk about later. All right, let's jump into it. So here's the article that I keep seeing. The real estate market is going to crash. The bubble is going to burst. Or home sales are down 3 months in a row. Now, that little headline that I've read is true. We are down three months in a row for home sales. And the reason why we're down for the amount of home sales is because we just don't have the inventory. The demand is here. Buyers want to purchase. They want to find their dream home. They want to lock in one of these low interest rates, but we just don't have the inventory. So sure enough, home sales are down, but only for that reason of lack of inventory. So why do I think or feel very confident about the real estate market not taking a fall anytime soon? Well, first and foremost, we got to look at where we're located. We're in an area that is almost 100% built out, right? San Diego County is primarily built out, and we're running into an inventory shortage. Well, with construction costs going through the roof, development putting a pause, or developers putting a pause on some of their projects, that's not going to help our lack of inventory at all. Furthermore, we have homeowners that are in their properties sitting with equity. And if we did see any type of slowdown in the market, homeowners are not going to be willing to just give away their home or go ahead and sell their home at a discounted price when they're sitting on equity. And the biggest thing is that we don't have a large inventory of foreclosures or short sales or defaults even at this point. Actually, our default numbers are lower than we've seen them in years. And that's because people have equity, right? So nobody is going to turn around and start fire selling their properties. We're not going to see any type of massive decrease in prices. If anything, if we continue to follow this inflation trend, we'll probably see prices go up and stay the course with inflation. As a lot of analysts know, real estate is one of the ultimate hedges against inflation. When prices go up, so does real estate prices. So what does all of this tell us? What could be the catalyst that causes the market to change? Well, the biggest thing is interest rates. And interest rates are going to go up. The Fed is going to increase those interest rates. Probably 0.25%, maybe next month, maybe a 0.5% in the last quarter, but those are gonna come up. Now, the reason why I don't think it's gonna affect our market is for the inventory shortage that we have, but also for the increase that we've seen in rental properties. Rental properties are up 4.5% this year. So it's not necessarily cheaper to go find a rental versus purchasing a property. So as long as that affordability factor is even and we don't have more inventory pouring into the market because we don't have developers able to build right now, well, that tells me right there we're gonna stay in this healthy, strong real estate market. So guys, as you know, I always like to wrap this up with a buyer advice and seller advice. So here it is. Here's my buyer advice. Buyers, it is tough out there. There might be multiple offers on the properties you go after, so you have to be competitive. We here at True Local Realty, we have a solution for you. We have multiple solutions for you. One of the biggest ones being, we actually have a program where you can submit a cash offer on your behalf to purchase the property that you're going after, and then immediately roll into your traditional financing. If that sounds appealing to you, please reach out to us. We'd love to explain the details. And for all my seller clients out there thinking if you sell or you can't sell because then you need to buy your next place and you don't want to be stuck in between and trying to find one of these rental properties that is extremely expensive, well, we have a solution for you. It's called our trade-in program. We've partnered with a company called HomeLight, and they'll actually front you or unlock the capital or unlock the equity on your property, up to 90% of that equity, and go ahead and give you that capital so you can go make your next purchase. And then we turn around and we sell your property. Once you've made the move over, we sell your original property. We'll stage it, we'll clean it up, make sure it's all touched up and painted and cleaned. We'll stage it, we'll get it on the open market, and we'll sell it for top dollar. So if that sounds interesting to you, please reach out to myself or anybody here on the True Local team. Take care, guys.